What are the best cities to live in America? This is a question that I ask myself because I grew up in a small farm town, and as you can see right now behind me, I am in Hollywood Hills. I live here now in Los Angeles, California, the land of dreams. Growing up in a small town, I realized that I had limited amounts of opportunity and there was only so much I can do. If I looked up the amount of positions available in my city, there was only so many six-figure jobs. Most people in my city did not make six figures. It's actually crazy. Before I lived here in Hollywood Hills, I lived in Beverly Hills, where the average income is $90,000 per a person. It is more expensive to live there. But if you're chasing big dreams and you want to do something really big and you have aspirations, you're gonna want to live in a city where you have those opportunities around you. There are some negatives to living in a bigger city though. Rent is gonna be more, expenses are gonna be more, there's gonna be more traffic, and ultimately there's gonna be more competition. But you can separate yourself from the competition by having skill sets that allow you to create income for companies, businesses, and yourselves. This is what I didn't realize, is skill sets are the #1 thing that separate you from the person across from you when you're applying for a job or when you're just out there in the real world trying to figure out what you want to do. Skill sets like sales, marketing, leadership, management, content writing, or you could have other technical skill sets, coding, website development, Instagram, social media management, all of these different skill sets. These are things that businesses need. And if you can do that job that's out there, plus you have some understanding of marketing, sales, organization, business administration, you're gonna be able to separate yourself from the competition. That's one perspective. The other perspective that you can have is this, is you can have your normal job, have these skill sets. Another skill set that I personally like to teach is day trading, because the money you're making, you can make it work for you and add a completely new source of income. You can go ahead and check out this site right here, profitwithnikk.com. That one right there, click that link. Also be in the bio, profitwithnikk.com, if you want to learn how to do day trading, right? The point's this, skill sets will set you free. They're the thing that will differentiate you from your competition and that person that's showing their resume. The #2 thing I realized is my perspective was in direct correlation to my environment. I realized I'm living in a small town. People around me live a certain way. They eat a certain type of food. They go and have certain type of habits that are holding them back. So when I moved to a city, like for example, I'm in Hollywood Hills. Behind me are multi-million-dollar homes. If I go down the street, I'm seeing Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce. There's a certain type of environment where people are making money, and I'm picking up different habits and I'm picking up different things. And what I believe is possible has changed dramatically from living in the small town. I would never imagine a day driving down the road. Literally, this was last week. I drive down the road. I see a Lambo, I see a Rolls Royce, I see a Ferrari. The car in the back, the bad car, was a Maserati, $60,000 Maserati. That was the bad car. So putting yourself in that environment will open up your mind and actually expand your awareness. Tip #3 is having a long-term mindset. A lot of people are afraid of moving to a big city because it's scary, it's new. Things are more expensive, you're on your own. Maybe you have to make some sacrifices and bunk up and be in a room that you're not gonna like being there. I'm gonna tell you guys a story right now that I've never shared with anybody. I moved to Miami. I needed a place to stay. I had a few $100 to my name, okay? So I need a place to stay. I found this house for $500 a month. I show up there. It's a gay pride household. I'm cool with it. It's whatever. They tell me they have parties once a month. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like cheese and crackers once a month. You know, I'll do my thing. I'll go and study. I'll go and do whatever I'm gonna do. Leave the house for a few hours. I come back. These parties are crazy. There's chains, whips, some crazy stuff going on. I pack my bags, I leave, and I found another place to stay. But what I'm saying is this, when I moved to a new city, but I had this long-term mindset of eventually I'm gonna get connected to the right people, I'm gonna learn the right things, and I'm gonna make it because there's more opportunities in these cities, and I had a long-term mindset. So understand, when you look for a city and you're looking for opportunity, have a long-term mindset. You should think that same way with skill sets, as well as putting yourself in the right environment with the right people, which leads me to tip number 4. Tip number 4, surround yourself with overachievers, big thinkers, people that are positive, and cut off the non-believers. Get rid of them, cut them off.
Fatality.
And put yourself in a situation to be around people that will push you day in and day out. This will change your life, I promise you that. Tip number 5, take more action and stop overthinking. This is literally in correlation with you taking that jump to a city with more opportunity, putting yourself in a new environment. I went and shifted the way I thought about overthinking, and rather than me thinking of me doing something and it being a failure, I thought of it as a test. I'm gonna test, take action, figure it out as I go along, and that's when I started to have exponential gains, when I started to take more action, challenge myself to do more and more. Tip number 6, get help. I tried to be that guy who made it on his own, and then I finally realized all of the information, people, and resources that I need are there, and you can get all of it. It's all at your disposal. You just have to be willing to ask, and yes, it's gonna take time, energy, and money, but it's all there for you to help you fast track your success. And last but not least, my last tip is to have a student mentality in life. That applies to every area: skill sets, people, getting help, going out there, putting yourself in the right environments, and have that long-term learner mindset. And that is my last tip. This is Nikk Legend. Make sure you click that button down there, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.